Hanging on to hope. A family waits for word on the fate of two missing loved ones.
We're holding on. Faith, hope. We want him back one way or the other.
That was the daughter of one of two missing men. Search crews are struggling against strong winds and a very swift current tonight as they look for these men whose boat capsized just before Kentucky Dam.
Late yesterday morning around 11, the call went out that a pontoon boat was in distress. The spillway waters from the dam so strong that they pulled the vessel and its 3 passengers underwater. One of the men, Roy May, did make it out alive. He was released from the hospital and is at home recovering from injuries. But the other 2 brothers are still missing. They are Roy's brothers, 63-year-old Gene May, and the man you see here, 65-year-old James Albert May. But crews have been working hard to find the other 2. Local 6's Julie Collins joins us live at Kentucky Dam with tonight's top story. Julie, what's the status of the search?
They have 10 boats out on the water here, but as you can see, they've got 4 gates open. It's turning up this water here. The wind is so strong, it's just too dangerous for the search crews to be right out here, so they've focused their efforts downriver. As for the family, they're holding on to faith. Few people have stood in the shoes of the May family, so most of us can just imagine what they're feeling.
We just want to bring him home.
For 2 days they've stood and watched, trying to understand what happened on the water and wondering where their loved ones are. So for hours on end, rescue boats brave these rough waters and search.
It's just a big battle on these rivers.
The smaller boats are searching the outer banks, and larger boats are focused on the eddies where things may get trapped. The sonar scan equipment is activated, but the conditions aren't suitable.
With the wind and the current picking up, it's really hard to get good pictures because every time that our boats bounce, our pictures get distorted.
But they fight through the wind, hoping to bring closure to the May family, though James' daughter finds some comfort in the heartache.
We're just so glad that if he doesn't come back the way we'd like him to come back, is that he went doing what he loved. He loved to fish and he loved to be with his brothers.
She says her dad watched over her Uncle Gene.
I'm so proud of my dad. And if he knew that he had to come out of that water and leave my Uncle Gene behind, he wouldn't have done it.
So now 2 families wait, leaning on each other for strength and wanting their loved ones to come home.
We're holding on. Faith, hope. We want him back one way or the other.
James has 2 daughters, 2 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. Gene does not have any kids, but we're told that James was the glue that held the family together, and Gene was always the life of the party. As for the search crews, again, they are downriver here, and will be out here likely until dark. We're live in Livingston County. I'm Julie Collins, WPSD Local 6.
Heartbreaking.